Okay, CK Danger Zone, Underground Crafts. Welcome back, gang. All right, so we got a little video here we're gonna do. I'm trying to keep this to about 5 minutes. That's what we're trying to do. We're not taking any numbers down there or anything. We're just shooting around. We just got done practicing, throwing a training session, and it looked really good. Shot a 28 on that. Shot a 28 on that, gang. 28. And which I left all the numbers here, up here, so you can see. Up that camera, let's see more. Put the camera down so you can see those numbers right there. And what happened was, the topic of the video today, roll efficiency. Roll efficiency. You know, the mark of a true shooter will be, this is kind of a standard of mine. I haven't heard anyone else speak of like numbers like this. This is just coming from me, gang. Whatever you are shooting, like if you shoot a 20, you know, like a 20 piece, whatever, 30 piece, whatever that number is, in my opinion, a great shooter, a good shooter is going to be within 2 to 3 numbers hit. 50%. So we rolled a 28. That means we need 14 to be within 2 or 3 numbers. And what we did roll was 4 fives. See, these are all 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sixes. And we were mashing the 9 out hard. 6, 7 nines. So 11, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Looks like here. Sorry, my brain is so blank. See, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So 16. So we got 16, which is more than half, which is great. That's a sign of great shooting, you know. And we're not just talking about just it happens to you. We're talking about this is the way you shoot. This is your signature. You have a signature, and this is my signature. You know, whenever I roll, it just seems like, you know, I'll throw between 2 numbers and 3 numbers. This one we hit the, we only threw 1 7, it was a 7 out. We had, only one we were missing was to hit the tall and make them all, was the 12. But we had everything there, but we blistered the shit out of, threw 2 8 hards, but we blistered the shit out of the 9, got some nice 9s, 6s, and we got the 5. So we got 16 between the 3. So how efficient is your dice control? Are you throwing buckshots? What's a buckshot? Well, you know, that's when you throw your point. Your point's 4. You throw it, well, matter of fact, a 5. You throw it again, you get a 5 again. So it's like the point and point back. I just call that buckshot. If you throw a 4 and a 10, to me, that's a Cadillac buckshot. That's special, you know, because it's so hard to do those. So I call those Cadillac buckshots. Yeah, I got some weird names and stuff, but it all is relevant. So anyway, so that's a buckshot. Or repeaters. You know, are you throwing repeaters? You know, do you consistently within your throw repeaters? You know, not just here and there, but do you consistently? Because the whole thing is you want to be consistent in throwing the things I'm talking about. And that's what's going to make you a great shooter and very proficient at dice control, because it's very real, contrary to popular belief. So then you got clusters, you know, like are you shooting in clusters? Like when you're throwing, are you, you know, are you throwing like say a 5? Are you throwing like a 5, 6, 5, 5, 5, 6, 6, 5, you know, 5, like that kind of thing? Are you throwing clusters? You know, are you throwing clusters? You know, that's a big deal. Those are all signs of really great shooting if you're shooting like that on a regular basis. I was a little bit short on that one. If you're shooting on a regular basis and we're not doing any points or anything, we're just throwing what we're talking, covering these points, guys. This is very vital, critical information. Roll efficiency. You don't hear many people talk about it because an efficient shooter isn't going to be spread across all the numbers all the time. They're going to drill a couple numbers and they're going to keep fucking hammering those numbers hard. You know, are they throwing quads? You know, do you throw quads? Do you throw 5s? quads, 5 packs, 6 piece, chunkies, and I call those chunky because it's, you throw 4 in a row. I mean, that's chunky. Your pocket, it's getting chunky. You feel me? So, how often do you throw repeaters? How often do you throw buckshots? How often do you throw clusters? Are 2 or 3 of your numbers taking up around 50% of your roll, like I was showing you? And I'll keep pointing that these little, just minor details out. Just minor details that actually, show a big picture. Because when I was watching, Guy tonight, it was something like, big roll on mine, this kind of thing. And I'm like, oh, okay, sweet. Checking out the roll. And I noticed he had 0 clusters. I don't think any buckshots, 0 repeaters, certainly not 4 or 5 or 6, 6-piece chunkies, or even 7 or 8 in a row of the same number. So, but that's roll efficiency, gang, and that's what you're going to see. I want to just, point that out to you. Just point that out to you. So I think it needs to be spoke about, like how, the importance of being that kind of shooter. When you're that kind of shooter, you can get your job done in 10 rolls. You know what I mean? And then you can, slowly build back up. You can make your money within 10 rolls because you're going to throw. I mean, for me, it seems like I'm always throwing like 3 or 4 of the same number, within a short period of time. And then sometimes they'll just stay on the number. I'll throw a triple, up to like 7. It's like crazy to see it. Actually, I've thought 9 before. It's crazy to see it, but I mean, it's just what happens with this crazy ass bow that you see that rolls around. I mean, oh my God, that was crazy. You see that thing fucking just fly? Dude, that just put the pit boss's eye out. Oh my God, you see that thing? Holy moly, dude! It was a good throw, and it was like, it landed, was like boom. That left die, boom. The back die was, boom, just shot off the damn table, man. Holy crap, dude, that's crazy. Oh my goodness gracious. All right, let me these. Yes, I want to. All right. Same with the gangs. That's what we want to cover. Just roll efficiency. How efficient is your roll? Are you throwing buckshots, repeaters, clusters, quads, 5, 6-piece chunkies? I mean, these are the signs of great shooting. Great shooting. And always remember that. Always remember that. So if you're starting it, because as you're going through your dice, you're walking through your dice, your control, your path that you're on with your dice controller or path you might be on, you'll notice as you get better, you'll start being able to throw repeaters. You'll start throwing triples here and there. It won't happen all the time, but then you'll start doing them. They'll become more regular, then all of a sudden you'll be like, whoa, what's this quad shit? I used to do shit 4 times in a row. Eventually, you'll be throwing something like 8 times in a row, just retarded shit. Oh my gosh, that was a perfect strike. I didn't set it anyway. That was a perfect strike. The CK Dangerous Arm, guys. Didn't mean to make this 9 minutes long. Hope you watched to this point. Don't forget to like, subscribe, all the good business there, and definitely share it. But the value of this video is roll efficiency. We need to really look at that and consider that as a very important element of a successful dice controller. Roll efficiency, and it's a mark of a tremendous shooter, of tremendous shooting. You can throw that here and there or whatever, but I'm talking about like your regular signature of throwing. Once you hit a certain point, you'll keep doing stuff like this. And you remember CK told you the numbers you want to be at. If you're throwing a 20, you want 2 or 3 of those numbers to get 50% of that 20. So that means you're going to need 10 within 3 numbers. So you're going to have to average of, 3 plus, 3 and some change, 3.333 per number. Okay, gang, hope that gave you a lot of value. It's just an important thing that I'm always thinking about because it makes a big difference when you're talking about betting strategies. This makes a difference when you hit these 9s 7 times. This makes a difference when you can hit this 6 5 times, or this 4 or 5 times. That's a big deal. That's a big deal.